I'm back. It's me, Becky with the good hair. All right, let me stop swinging my head if I get a headache. Okay, so coming back with the updated video. Actually, I just thought about making this video because I just got a call from a dietitian, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta make a video. I'm tripping. Okay, so dietitian called. I'm like, I'm moving on up or moving down. you know. Anyway, so yeah. Yesterday I went for my consultation. Um, and it was actually pretty good. It started off a little rough. Um, yes. Let me tell you about that first because don't mind me. I'm actually going to the grocery store when I leave, finish this. But it actually started off pretty rough. And let me tell you why. So I get there to my appointment. First of all, when you get these appointments, these consultations, you are probably stoked. You are waiting and you are waiting. You got so much anxiety and whatever behind the fact that you got an appointment. Yeah. Hear that bump right there? That's tough. Mm. You know how you get those magnetic mirrors and you can just see everything like so vividly. Like, yeah, that's not cool. Whew. Change your life right there. Sorry. What was I saying? So yeah, you just be waiting patiently for your appointment. I was been waiting patiently for my appointment. So excited about my appointment. And then, first of all, I was like 15 minutes early. I'm at a hospital, but it's like a certain part of the hospital, but I ended up going to the wrong part of the hospital. So like, oh God, I'm about to be late. So anyway, I ended up finding the right side of the building I'm supposed to be at, and I get there like 5 minutes early. Sign in, go sit down. I'm sitting down for like maybe like 10 minutes, and the lady at the front desk calls my name, and she was like, are you sure you have an appointment for today? Am I sure? Am I sure? Do I have an appointment today? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm very sure, actually. I want to keep it real professional. But my heart, my blood pressure. I got a little high blood pressure. My blood pressure be elevated sometimes. So I was like, this lady trying to make me pass out in this office. Okay. Oh, Jesus. So she was like, are you sure? I was like, oh, yes, I'm sure. You know, I'm telling her my date of birth, giving her different last names. I could potentially be under. You never know. Insurance got me twisted up a few times. So she was like, okay, just give me a moment. So I'm sitting there like, oh, nah. So I get my phone. I'm on my phone. I'm texting my baby. I'm like, look, she talking about, do I have an appointment? This is, I got my phone out. So I'm over here trying to calm my nerves and, trying to figure out how do you not know I have an appointment? First of all, I got to check myself. Now, I got an email confirmation of my appointment. I got an email of my paperwork. My what is it? My new patient packet paperwork that I needed to print out, fill out, and bring all that with me to the office. So all this stuff was filled out, and I brought this stuff with me. So I'm looking at the email. I'm verifying, the date on it. I'm verifying. I'm just confirming. And believe me, I already looked at this email like 50, 11 times already. Like, this ain't the first time I done checked this. But, I'm like, let me go back. Because, you'd be a little excited. You'd be, so maybe, possibly, I could have, So I'm over there, like, looking. I'm checking my stuff. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm about to take this up there to her. But I said, I'm going to let her do her thing. But here's the thing. I done came all this way. Somebody gonna see me today. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying in my head, in my mind, and in my heart. And I came all this way. I prepared my mind and my, my woosahs. And I prayed, asking God to give me guidance and, please get me through this process. And I'm just nervous. Why I'm nervous, I don't know. But this is serious. This is a big thing. You know what I mean? So I got my notebook with me. And I took notes. And, I've been studying this thing for a long time. You ain't finna get me up in here and tell me you ain't got no appointment for me. I said, I talked to Maggie. She told me, she's the one who sent me the email. Talk to Maggie. Find out where Maggie at. Please find Maggie. So she was like, okay. So she got up and went to go find Maggie. Then she came back, started calling other people names who was sitting out there. I'm looking around like, oh, jeez, heart beating. So finally, some girl from the back was like, Rebecca. She called me. I was like, oh, Jesus. Called me to the back. Girl, feet dropped to my toes. Okay. Woo, I'm in there. In there. So I go to the back. They take my weight and blood pressure, the temperature, all that kind of stuff. And, I tell the girl about what happened. We kind of had a little laugh about it. And I guess maybe because they got me mixed up with the mess up, they decided to put me with the new chick. And this is how I knew she was new. I get back there and she was like, so what procedure are you thinking about getting? I told her the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. And she was like, and she said, what was it? I said, VSG. And she said, okay. So she wrote it down and she was like, well, your blood pressure is good considering everything that you went through out there. And she started laughing a little bit. And I was like, yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, I'm going to go out here and get this surgeon. He's going to come in and talk to you. And I was like, okay. Or whatever. So she go out the door. And then I hear her say, she said VSG. Is that the vertical sleeve? And I'm like, walls paper thin, y'all. So I'm just like, did she just ask somebody what the vertical sleeve was? And she was like, well, if you're not clear, honey, you need to go back in there and ask her. You need to make sure. You don't need to assume anything. And I'm just like, Lord Jesus, Lord help, Lord. And is this a sign? Is this a sign? Do I need to pack up my shit and go? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this is strike two. I'm about to run about this bitch, okay? So she came back in and she was like, did you, you said VSG, is that, you? I said vertical sleeve. Yeah, because I had said that the first time, but she didn't hear me or maybe she didn't understand. And she said, oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, yeah, okay, make sure. But I had heard the whole little conversation out there. So clearly she was new. This is a new thing for her. And whatever. I don't know where she came from, but this is obviously not bariatric. She wasn't familiar. So, okay. So fast forward. She came back again. The second time she came back, she said, are you on any medications? I said, tell you what, let me give you my new patient documents because it has all the medications, vitamins that I take currently. They didn't ask me for it, but I do have it. And she said, oh my God, that would be perfect. Oh, thank you so much. And I was like, yeah, you're welcome. Okay. And she took it. She was very sweet, little black girl. She was very sweet, but she was confused, honey. Okay. She was so confused. Poor baby. But, whatever. So anyway, the surgeon came in. First he came in a little stern. Hey, how you doing? With a little hard handshake. I gave it right back to him. Shook my hand. We talked, and he had a little assistant in there, and he asked me why I wanted VSG, tell me about it, what do I know about it. So I do my research. So I told him everything that I knew, and he told me some of the complications and everything, blah blah blah. We just kind of went into a lot of detail. And I'm not gonna say blah 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 because I know there's a lot of people who are very interested in knowing what the surgeon says. So let me go back. Basically, he wanted to know. For anybody who's in Jacksonville, Florida, I went to Memorial Advanced Surgery. It's a part of Memorial Hospital in Jacksonville off University Boulevard. My surgeon is Dr. DePerry. There's also Dr. Webb, and there's one other surgeon in that office as well. So if you're interested, hit me up. I'll let you know more about it as I go along the process. Dr. Perry is very kind. He's very stern, but he's very kind. He's very straight to the point. He likes to know why you're interested in certain things. He wants to know where you are as far as your health. He asked me a lot of questions about family. He looked through my new patient form, and kind of figure out some of the things that I wrote on there and, talk to me about, what he thought may be good for me to get checked, because a lot of things that's required by the insurance is one thing, and then what your surgeon may require from you may be something different. So what he required that I do, because I have stomach pains, I actually have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So I circled on my application that I have stomach problems. And because of that, I wanted to be very transparent, and I recommend that everybody do so. And it's me getting serious, y'all, okay? I recommend that everybody be transparent on their new patient forms, because you definitely don't want to have a surgery and then you have problems after it because you wasn't honest. Those forms are particularly put together to find out about you, your history, your family history, and anything that could potentially come up during surgery that could cause you problems. And that's why I wanted to let him know that I do take medication from time to time for my stomach. I am anemic. I do take iron pills on a daily basis. So I do take medicine for my blood pressure. So just stuff like that, you want to make sure you let them know what's going on. I have heavy cycles. Sorry if it's TMI. But that's particularly the reason why I am anemic. So things like that, you want to let them know. And maybe TMI to him, I don't know. But you want to make sure that you are very, very clear on what is going on with you and what you got going on. But anyway, basically, based on what I said, and I'm looking at a paper now, he wanted me to get an H. pylori test. And this is a test that I get done at an outpatient lab like Quest or LabCorp. And apparently it's a test that I don't really know the details of it yet, but I'm going to probably try to do it tomorrow or Friday. Today is Wednesday. It's where I blow into some type of balloon, and they're supposed to be able to see if you have some type of bacteria in your stomach. And if you do, then they will have you do an endoscopy procedure where they take a biopsy, and if you are positive for this bacteria, then I believe you're going to take antibiotics prior to surgery. And then I think they may even test it again prior to surgery to make sure it's cleared up, or continue have you on these antibiotics. So it's not a deal breaker or anything for you get into surgery. They just want to treat you up into the meantime. I've had an endoscopy procedure done before because I've had stomach issues, which is why I got it done. They wanted to check out my stomach. They wanted to check out my colon and all that stuff. I actually had an endoscopy and a colonoscopy. And I'm going to tell you now, I hated my endoscopy procedure. I'm actually very afraid to get this done. I've had 2 kids, 2 C-sections. I've had a polyneal cyst removal. I've been under anesthesia. I've done a few things in my life. But that endoscopy is very fearful for me. Because maybe I wasn't all the way asleep. Maybe I wasn't sedated enough. But I can recall that damn thing going down my throat. And it was like, somebody was trying to kill me. That's how I felt, because I was trying to breathe and swallow. And finally, it was like a good 5 seconds of death. It was like I was dying. And it was like I was trying to figure out what to do with this thing going down my throat. I was like, I wanted to throw it up. I wanted to swallow it because I wanted it to go. But it was a pipe. It was a pole. It was a tube or something. And I couldn't do nothing with it. And eventually, I got sedated enough to where I couldn't feel it. But it was a very quick sensation, but I will never forget it. So hopefully this time around, I may have to tell them my experience and let them know that I don't want this to happen to me again. Get me right before you stick this thing down my throat. Make sure I'm good, numb, and out of it, because I don't want to feel it. I do not want to feel it. I don't want to know. It was very stressful, okay? And I was like, Lord Jesus, I hope I don't have to ever get that thing done again. Here we go. Possibly having to get it done. So I'm hoping if I blow in this balloon, I don't have to get it done. But if I do, I got to do what I got to do for my surgery. But Lord knows, help me, Lord Jesus, help me. Second thing he want me to do is a gallbladder sonogram. This is also something you do at a freestanding imaging facility of your choice. However, she says they do offer it at their facility, and I agreed. Please make me an appointment so I ain't got to go find nobody to do this for me. So she said she was going to call and send my orders to the sonogram area in their building. And it's basically kind of like a ultrasound that they do to look at your gallbladder to see if you have any stones. And if you do, he said he will actually remove your gallbladder during the VSG surgery. So that's actually pretty interesting that they will actually remove that as well. He said the type of stomach issues that I have, he's found that a lot of patients of his have found that their issues have subsided after surgery. So that would be very awesome because I've had these stomach problems for like 15 plus years, you know. So that's like, what? Are you kidding me? Let me find out. You would be like my best friend, okay? Other than that, I had to get medical clearance from my primary care provider. Medical clearance, I heard, can basically be blood work. I recently got blood work, so I don't know if that suffices enough. But also, it could be an EKG. I don't know, this chick do EKGs at her office, but if not, she probably send me to somebody else. But she also, my nurse advocate, she sent the request over to my primary care provider. So I'm guessing she'll call me. If not, she'll call me by next week. I say Tuesday. I'm going to call her because I'm trying to get this ball rolling, okay? I ain't playing these kind of games because I know they could drag their feet in my doctor's office. And I actually moved, so I'm a little further away from my doctor's office. I'm not too psyched about having to go over there, but guess what I do for this VSG? What will you do for the sleeve? All right. But anyway, those are the 3 things that's required by my doctor, which is actually awesome because they got upper GI on here, upper endoscopy on here, sleep studies, stress tests. None of that stuff is being required for me. So that's like, look at God. That's, it. So all I got to do is the H. pylori, gallbladder sonogram, and clearance from my Dr. McCoy, which is my physician. And everything else is based on my insurance. So now let's go to my insurance. I have Aetna. Aetna is my insurance provider. Aetna allows you to do a 6-month supervised diet physician or a 4-month, which is really 90 days supervised dietitian program. Guess what your girl gonna do? 4 months. You got it right. Did you answer it? Well, you did. You got it right. Okay, so I decided to do the 4-month dietitian program with my actual surgeon's dietitian program. I want to do it that way because I know that they will get it right. I know that the paperwork that they fill out for me and they do for me will be solely submitted and correctly submitted to my insurance program. I don't have to go through my physician to get the paperwork right. I don't have to make sure that she does what she's supposed to do. I know that they're the ones doing my surgery, so they will make sure that whatever they provide for me will be accurate. The wonderful thing is that, can't say it's that wonderful, I guess, because I need to lose weight anyway, but my surgeon does not require that I lose weight. He feels like with the amount of weight that I need to lose, and with my insurance, he doesn't think I need to lose weight. However, my insurance does require that I at least lose 1 pound, and that's just 1 pound of net weight from the start to finish. They got to be able to say I did something. So I'll lose a pound, guys. It's crazy because I thought I was about to meet this dietitian and I was about to get the ball rolling, and I was about to, I do plan to, but he doesn't want me to lose any drastic weight because he knows that I'm going to lose a good bit of weight. Well, he has hopes that I'm going to lose a good bit of weight after the surgery, so he doesn't want it to turn into anything that's drastic eventually. So anyway, the 4-month or 90-day supervised dietitian, I actually got that scheduled for tomorrow, my very first visit. So I'm excited about that. As soon as I do that, I'm probably going to make a video and talk to you guys about that. I heard, based on what she told me today, it's like a 2-hour long session, and I'm supposed to be in a group of other people. So that's awesome because you get to meet other people and maybe connect with some people in the area, which should be fun. She said she's going to meet with me first, where we kind of talk about, where I am now, what am I doing, and what am I eating, and then we kind of make up a plan. So that should be great because that can kind of get me on a roll. He said my surgeon said he doesn't want me necessarily to lose weight, but he thinks it's a good idea to kind of get a pattern of, trying to do better. So that way it'll be easier for me after surgery. And I absolutely agree. Also, in addition to that, I have to do a psych eval They gave me particular people that they work with, so I'm going to be making some calls. They said I have to do the dietitian visit first. I don't know why, but I'm going to do that first, and then I do my psych eval. Not really sure what that entails, but I'm down for it. I'm not worried about that. You know, it is what it is. And the education nutrition visit is a part of my supervised dietitian program. So this first visit that I'm doing tomorrow is also a part of my supervised dietitian visit. So right now my projected surgery date is May, the beginning of May. Today is January the 24th. So you're looking at January 24th, February, March, April. That will give you my full 90 days. April 24th, let's just say that's my end date. So they would say they will submit my request to the insurance. Hopefully it could take about no less than 7 days to get a return approval. Which is why they say May. Hopefully the beginning of May. So your girl will be on the way, you know, before summer really officially hits. So I'm really excited about it. This video has got really long because I probably did some extra talking. And I'm a little winded. You know, I get a little windy. And when I say windy, I talk a lot. That's normal. So I'm going to try to make these videos a lot less. Please don't not watch my video because I did a lot of talking. I'll make it shorter, I promise. But my first video, like, you know, this one in particularly, is just long just because it was a lot of information. And I don't think I'm going to have as much information going forward. But I just wanted to make sure that I went over everything that we talked about, everything that was done. And if anything else come up, I'll make sure that I, you know, post it and everything. But they gave me a little cute folder with a calendar in it, kind of helping you to track and schedule your appointments. They have an online portal system that I'm actually logging into where the doctors send you messages. You can send messages. You can kind of, you know, verify your appointments and all that kind of cool stuff. They send me a lot of information about vitamins and my program, my insurance, just kind of everything set me up. Let me know a check off point. Let me know everything I've done, where I'm at, where I need to be. So everything is going to be on a roll. I'm going to move fast. And that's my point. The only thing I'm going to have left to do, hopefully by this time next week, is honestly, as far as I'm going to have everything scheduled at least, if not completed, outside of my dietitian visits, you know, that I have to do every month. Because I don't want to have to worry about nothing, honestly. I don't want that bogged down. And there's a lot of work to do, especially when you have a full-time job, you got kids, you got a family, you know, you're trying to take care of your babies, your boo, you know what I mean, and your honey bunches of oats, and then you got your kids too. You know, it's a lot of work, but at the same time, you just got to go for it. They gave me these samples of Premier Protein chocolate. I heard the vanilla and banana was the best. So I think I'm going to just try those out and see how I like them. And maybe just start changing up how I'm doing things now. And after I go to the dietitian, I'm sure she's going to have some great options and tips for me. So I'm looking forward to seeing, you know, what they have in store. They gave me a little cup. I don't know what they gave me, a little cup. But they gave me a little cup, a pen, just some little stuff to say, welcome. But bye, guys. Thank you for watching my video. I got to go. I got some stuff to do, and I'm behind.